Right, we're back now with alarming allegations. A new lawsuit saying ingredients in hair dyes used by thousands of hairdressers could be giving them cancer. Senior national correspondent Kate Snow has our story.
Hector Corvera spent his childhood helping his parents work the fields in California's Central Valley.
We were out there working in the hot sun, and I remember asking myself that question, is what I'm going to do the rest of my life?
His answer was to go from cutting crops to cutting hair.
Hair would always grow. I wouldn't be out of a job.
But he says coloring hair for more than 4 decades took a different toll on his body. In 2023, he was diagnosed with bladder cancer. He remembers this conversation with his doctor.
He says, what do you do for a living? And I said, I'm a hairdresser. That explains it.
He said that explains it?
Yeah. And
in that moment, did you think, oh, he's seen this before in hairdressers?
Corvera is the plaintiff in a new lawsuit against 13 companies. Attorney Alan Smith alleges Corvera's repeated exposure to chemicals in their hair dye products caused his cancer. He's seeking damages.
These are known chemicals that cause cancer.
Smith made millions for clients when Johnson & Johnson settled claims that its baby powder caused cancer. He says he plans to file multiple other hair dye cases soon.
What are you accusing these companies of doing?
I'm accusing these hair dye companies of, number one, manufacturing a product that's unsafe. I mean, at a minimum, I would want these manufacturers to provide a warning.
Smith points to a substance that's formed when hair color ingredients are mixed together. We spoke with a half-dozen researchers and doctors who say while there is not strong evidence of a link to cancer for clients who get their hair dyed, numerous studies have found a link between repeated work exposure and an increased risk for bladder cancer. The FDA says under the law, cosmetic products and ingredients generally do not need FDA pre-market approval, and notes the industry reformulated products after some hair dyes were found to cause cancer in lab animals in the 1980s. But the lawsuit alleges dyes are still dangerous.
There are definitive studies that have come out decades later showing the manufacturers did in fact not do what they said they were going to do.
Are you alleging that the companies that make these products are misleading the FDA and the thousands of salons and workers and people who use these products?
100%.
NBC News reached out to every company named in the lawsuit. One company, Coty, says they no longer make or sell hair dye products in the U.S., adding the claims against Coty are unsubstantiated and without merit. Bristol-Myers Squibb says it has no liability for products manufactured by Clairol, which it sold in 2001. Clairol and other companies named in the suit, like L'Oreal, had no comment, some saying they do not comment on pending litigation.
Hi, babies.
Hector had his bladder removed, a new one created out of his intestine.
What are you doing?
He spends a lot of his time now caring for his grandson.
I pray to God that give me some more time to see him grow. You know, but I still have that thought in my mind that, this thing can come back,
You still worry a little bit?
Yeah.
He says he'll never work in a salon again.
How are you?
Kate Snow, NBC News, Exeter, California.
That's nightly news for this Thursday.